Hi. Oh shit. I don't know. Alright. Let's hope some people tune in. I forget every time how annoying it is when I rewatch my lives when I'm eating. So I apologize. But now that I done to to the bar, there's not a lot I can do about it. Hey Laura, what's up, Brian? Last night I was asleep at this time. For a while. Last night I was really feeling bad. And I think I was showered and in bed asleep by 7:15. What's up, Scotty boy? I didn't necessarily sleep great. I woke up like multiple times through the night, but I made a huge jump in wellness from yesterday to today, so I probably shouldn't have done a drink of the day today. I probably should have just went to sleep too, but I feel okay. I don't feel good, but I don't feel terrible. And like, I missed Hubie's whole thing last night. I woke up this morning and seen he was live. What's up, Nico? And I rewatched it, and I mean, I don't even know if I guess I probably didn't make it. He went live twice. I guess he was getting zucked for music, so he shut it off and started over again, but it seemed like there was a shit ton of people watching. That stopped. So that's cool. People don't understand the importance of when somebody makes a post or makes a video or does a live to watch it, react to it, comment on it. It really helps the group, actually, a lot in the Facebook algorithm. So, I watched it this morning. Like I said, I didn't see it live which I hate. I love lives. I love lives because I like to be able to comment in real time so that people can see it and react to it right away. Hey, Missy. Hey, Britt. But anyway, like I had when he was doing the songs, I'm like, well, I made some comments, but they're not timely anymore. You know what I mean? Because I even commented one, Izzy had a song, like Izzy was on there a bunch last night. That's cool. I haven't seen Izzy, like Izzy used to be always on the lives, and I don't see him anymore, which sucks, but whatever. Probably some people have lives. But yeah, that's, anyway, if you see a video or a post or somebody live, give them a comment, give them a like, whatever. It helps. It helps the group. It's not any individual thing. It just helps the group's post be more seen in the Facebook algorithm, the way that it's set up. So, we were to have, Swiper and Brittany used to do a thing every week. They did Wheels Off Wednesday for a while. What's up, Jigger? Then they were doing Trainwreck Thursday. I think Wheels Off Wednesday was like a staple in their lives because they had, what's up, Cece? They had, like they didn't work Thursday, or Swiper didn't work Thursday. And Brittany's just a rock star, so she doesn't care. She just goes hard all the time, no matter what the case is. But yeah, without having that sort of content on the page, shit just goes away. I'm not seeing it. Well, if anybody comments, I just realized right now that I haven't seen a comment, and there probably was some. There's one. There's Nico. Okay. I don't know if that was the first one. The first one I just saw was from Nico. But like I said, everybody, that's the thing, which I say it all the time. Even when I started doing this in the dive bar, they had somebody on there start doing a drink of the day, and everybody thought I was going to get mad. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to get mad. I don't care. It is what it is. I'll keep doing my thing. You do your thing, whatever. We'll just see how it goes. And then, And that person, I don't even remember the name. They did like, I don't know. They actually made a drink up, had a picture of it, said, "Hey, what should we call this?" And then, they did like, I seen them do like, and maybe there was more and I didn't see them, but I saw them do like 3 or 4 drinks a day. They didn't really, I don't even know if they called it a drink of the day. Whatever. 2 or 3. That's why, like, even yesterday, I just feel bad. That's what I said to Mimo. What I need to do is go back to making videos. So, like, when something like yesterday happens and I feel like a shit, I can just post a video. Because then at least there's still a drink of the day. Because it has to be original. That's the thing. Like, I have videos on my phone, but they're all ones that we already posted. What's up, Zolden? So, and this drink, I just found this. I literally just came down here and punched because I wasn't sure if I was going to go live tonight. I do feel much better. So I credit that to once I felt crappy, I did 2 cold plunges since I came home from fishing, and then I felt like crap, and I Googled it, and it said you shouldn't cold plunge when you're sick because your immunity system is then being taxed, and so you may have issues with your body regulating your temperature properly. So they said you just have to be careful. And I thought, well, it's not worth it, for me to miss another couple days, whatever, till I feel better. But there's no doubt that the eating cleaner and sort of, for 2 months straight before that, I essentially, the entire month of August, I didn't drink. 1 drink I had. And then September was whatever. And there's no doubt that because normally what happens when I get sick is I get a sore throat. What's up, Shane? What's up, Benjamin? I get a sore throat, and then the next day my head's stuffy. And then I'm sick for 2 weeks, minimum, like 2 weeks, where I'm just not right. Just stuffy head, just feel like a pile of shit. And so this was 2 days ago I had a sore throat. Yesterday, or no, was it the day before? Yeah, I guess this is the 3rd day, and I feel like I probably should have just taken a hot shower and went to sleep, and I would have been 100% tomorrow morning. But I feel pretty good, so whatever. Take that for whatever you want. I sort of sold myself on that it. I guess if you take a little bit of better care of yourself, you recover better. I am Nico. I am not currently right now, today because when you're sick, you need fuel. Your body needs fuel to fight. So here's the difference. Normally, what I eat is I eat a little bit of salmon almost every day, like a little bit. So basically, I got burger, venison, sausage that I fried up last week, 6 or 7 pounds. And so every night I throw some in a pan with some olive oil, heat it up in a frying pan, not in a microwave, because microwaves kill all the minerals in your food. Heat it up in a frying pan, crack a couple eggs on there, 2 or 3 eggs, stir it all together, warm it up till the eggs are cooked, melt cheese over top of it, and then eat it. So now that's what I'm doing so that's what I eat. Now I eat that in the morning and at night, except I used to just normally get up, wake up at 4 o'clock, make breakfast, eat at 20 after 4, leave for work by 4:30 or 5, depending when I'm working. Need to come over a drink or 10. I have some great drink mixers. You want to come here? You're more than welcome. I love when guests come. It makes my life a lot easier. I get to split the drinks in half. If they're shitty, I don't have to bear it all by myself. Anyway, you're not supposed to eat when you wake up for like at least an hour and a half, at least. So I get up every morning now. I cook my breakfast up. I put it in a bowl, wrap it in tin foil, like I was on a 3rd grade field trip, put it in a shopping bag, and I take it to work, load my truck, go to my first job, and then when I get on site on my first job, I eat it. So it's about 2 to 2.5 hours from when I woke up. That's what I've done the last 2 days that I haven't been feeling that great. I feel like I'm going to do that tomorrow. If I wake up tomorrow in the morning and I feel 100%, I'm not going to bother. If I wake up tomorrow morning and I don't feel 100%, I'm going to do the exact same thing, eat it, and same permission, you're available for company. Oh. All right, well, we'll do. I will probably forget. Here's the thing. This weekend I'm going to be away. Weekends are the best. Weekdays are okay, but I don't like kicking people out. Like, I don't, because sometimes on the weekends we could do a live and just, whatever, the live ends and fucking start a campfire, hang out for how long? Who cares? But we just go. I don't, you know what I mean? So, but like during the week, I gotta get up. If I gotta get up at 4 or 5 in the morning for work, I can't be late here. So like if I went live at 7, like I was supposed to be live at 7, I hardly ever am. But if I went live at 7 and we went live for an hour, you know what I mean? It's 8 o'clock and then it's just, weekends are just better. Friday and Saturday are the best nights. Oh, I gotta sneeze so bad right now. God damn it. I gotta sneeze so bad. No, not happening, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, I will definitely, I'm going to write it down. Because if I don't write it down, I'm going to forget. So I'm going to write it down right now. Yeah. Very good. I will bring my apple pie shine. I wonder, Erica brought a bottle of apple pie moonshine over here. I wonder if we drank all that. There might even be some of that left. I used to make that shit all the time. I would go to Jersey and get the 100, I think the Jersey Everclear's 190 proof. I used to make that stuff all the time. And actually, the longer it sits, the smoother it gets. Because the sugars mellow the alcohol more, I guess. I don't know. I remember we had a party. Hockey season starts tonight, opening night. Pittsburgh Penguins at home against Chicago Blackhawks. All right. I don't know shit about hockey, dude. You know that about me. I was always, if I was a hockey fan, which I'm not a huge, was never a huge hockey fan. I apologize about this right here. Hello, Madison. My nose is pretty fucking sore. I'll tell you that. The good thing is I work construction, so I'm outside, so I don't really have to use tissues. I just sort of, air blow it and wipe my disgusting sleeves. So, anyway, I came down here, I googled pink drinks. There's a bunch that come up. I gotta find one for the November 5th. I shared it on our group. Doc Roberts from Colossal Radio is running a bus trip to the site. Mount Bethel, I think, is the actual name of the town, but it's the site where Woodstock was. I guess he did it a couple years ago. Todd Bablavi said it was an awesome time. Oh, Brittany, I got the fucking thing for you. I'm telling you. I almost threw up drinking it yesterday. Day before yesterday. But the fuck is her name? She's on Facebook. Older, I think she's British, maybe. I don't know. She's got a British type accent. Maybe she's Australian, I don't know. Barbara O'Neill. You ever see her clips on Facebook? She calls it a flu bomb. It's fucking gross. I'm going to tell you that before I even tell you what the ingredients are. So she said you take garlic, clove of garlic, smash it. So if you try to peel garlic, peeling garlic sucks balls. So I found the best way to do is peel a clove off, take one clove, hold it, lay it flat on your table, lay your flat knife on it. 14 seats left for the bus trip. So if anybody wants to get in, I promise you won't be underdressed. I don't know what the terminology is. I'm going to be dressed like a street person, probably. I'll definitely have a Spoonman Saloon hoodie on. I'm assuming it's going to be cold enough for a hoodie. I'm going to have my tie-dyed Spoonapalooza shirt underneath in case it gets warm enough. And Unless it's super cold, I'll be in shorts. So there's that. But anyway, I shared the thing. If anybody's interested, the link is on there. You can click on the link. I think it's $95 a person, but it's a breakfast sandwich in the morning. There's a lunch provided up there from a cafe. You can pick what you want to eat. I didn't realize that, so I got whatever came up automatically, and I'm not a picky eater, so I don't even care. They told me that I could call Kate and have it changed, but I'm not even worried about that. Even if I got to go find something else to eat up there, I could give two shits. That ain't why I'm going. I think it's going to be a fun time. I'm going to try to come up with... No, I'm going to come up with a themed drink. So I found one already. I Googled Woodstock themed drinks, and a whole bunch of drinks come up, and they look horrific, like gin drinks and shit. Now, I know people like that stuff, so I might make some. I might make more than one. I might make 2 or 3. If I do, I would try all of them, because that's how it got to work for me. But I found one called Hippie Juice that looks pretty decent, and we already made one called Hippie Juice, so I do have to check the spreadsheet, but I think it's different. And how many drinks have we found with this? Like this drink right here. This is probably I probably made a drink of this already. It's called Pink Cadillac Margarita. I don't remember ever doing a margarita with cranberry juice in it. So maybe. But anyway, before this gets any warmer, because I hate tequila. Pink Cadillac Margarita is tequila, orange liqueur, lime juice, cranberry juice, and simple syrup. And oh my god, my throat's... Oh yeah, sorry, Britt. All right. That's actually not bad. That's pretty... Goddamn, that's pretty good for tequila. What if I start liking tequila? Tequila's actually good for you. Tequila actually has health benefits, for real. I don't think the health benefits of tequila counteract the fact that tequila is alcohol. So alcohol is probably one of the worst possible things you can put into your body. I realize whatever. But I think if you're going to drink an alcohol, tequila is the way to go. I do know they say about... it won't go away. I know they say about... I'm soon going to open a bottle of Wild Creek's honey and just start drinking it. I know they say about drinking a glass of red wine a day, but that is not... Oh, that's right. That's what I need. Rock and rye. That is not as... that's not as good as... it's not... The negatives that come from drinking alcohol overweigh the positives. I don't agree with it. I'm just saying, by doctors... Whatever. The doctors say that. I don't know how to... I'm gonna end up throwing a Jasonism out if I try to explain it anymore, because I'm lost for the word I'm looking for. We'll see how this works. There's something to be said for rock and rye for sore throats, it seems. All right, back to Brittany. Are you still here? Brittany's still here. Okay. So you take. All right. So you take a clove of garlic. This is the best way to clean garlic. I'm going to animate this. I'll put an M&M down here. But so you take your clove of garlic, just set it down on cutting board, whatever you got, and just take your knife blade. Like I have like a big chopping knife. Like you can't use a steak knife. You got to use like I have a chopping blade knife that's wide. Just set the blade on there. Set the blade on top of it, and just hit the blade and smush it. And the outside peel comes right off. Like it breaks off the outside of it. It's like if you chopped an onion in half, the outside, like the dried part, you could peel it right off, like half of it at a time. It's the same way. If you take a clove of garlic, hit it, just put your knife on top of it and hit your knife down and crush it to the table, it peels right off. So chop that up real fine. Ginger, another absolutely disgusting thing. You're going to want to find organic if you can. Organic's going to be way better. Listen, they said use organic, all right? I don't know how bad the other stuff would be. It's got chemicals in it. That's the problem. If it's not organic, that means they sprayed the shit out of it with chemicals. And fruits and vegetables take chemicals in heavy duty. Like, you'd be better off never eating an apple if it wasn't organic. That's how bad it is. They actually said they did a study. They took strawberries, non-organic strawberries, and they food processed them. They basically turned them into a smoothie, and they tested it. Oh, it's terrible, Brittany. I'm not even done yet. They tested it for the level of toxicity of glyphosate and everything else that's in there, what they spray it with. And they said the level of toxins and poisons that was in the smoothie when they blended them out was strong enough that they could have actually used the smoothie to spray the rest of the field, and it would have been as effective as just using the spray. And that's in the fruit. Like, that's not, oh, well, I'll wash it and wash the outside off. It doesn't work like that. No, rinsing it off does not help. It's inside the plant. It's in the fruit because it comes up through the roots. It's if you're going to spend money on any food, buy organic food. A test on a loaf of Aldi's bread, 8 months and never molded. See, the only thing, like, I told Mima to quit buying bread for the chickens because she buys those I don't know if it's French loaves or whatever from Walmart. Now they must be better because they'll mold in 4 or 5 days. You know, it's fresh. Why does that sound wrong? Fresh, that's right. Fresh baked bread. That sounds wrong in my head. No strawberries, Brittany. That was a point. I don't know how, listen, you know how I get. I don't know how we're off topic this far already, but I like this. This is good. I'm telling you, I watched Hubie's Live. I watched a replay of Hubie's Live this morning when I was making breakfast. I had an earbud in, and on my drive to work, I listened to it, and I liked it. It seemed like it was very busy. A lot of participation, which is phenomenal. I that's awesome. That's what we need. But yes, so Brittany, back to this. Yes, it is perfect for French bread pizza, that's the plan for Potter County. There will be French bread pizza made. Okay, so it's the clove of garlic, chop it all up. Now, she said, I think a teaspoon of chopped up garlic. I think it was a teaspoon of finely chopped ginger, ginger's fucking terrible. Ginger is gross all by its own. Like, I like garlic cloves, eating them, not that much fun. And then it was a teaspoon of honey, has to be raw honey. I know where you can get some, right here. Spoon Man Saloon, stop on by for Chris Maxwell's Wild Creek Beef Farm raw honey. So it's raw honey, garlic, ginger, as much cayenne pepper as you can stand. So I put a half a teaspoon in. Or no. Yeah, well, I heaped it, so it was more. And then I had 3 jars of Chris's honey that were open. So there was like literally a half an inch. And it was, some of it was getting crystallized and whatever. So I took my frying pan, just because my frying pan was on the stove, for no other reason. But I put like an inch of water in it, and I just turned it on high and I set all 3 jars in there. Left them in there till the water boiled, and then I just turned it off and let it sit there. All the honey liquefied. I almost said melted. And so I dumped it all into one jar, and then I took so this is the thing. So it's a teaspoon of, this is how you're supposed to do it. A half a teaspoon of chopped garlic, crushed garlic. A half a teaspoon of finely chopped ginger, as much cayenne pepper as you can stand, because it's hot. A teaspoon of raw honey. A tablespoon, whatever, like a half of it's basically, it comes out to about a half of a squeezed lemon. Organic lemons, they're definitely way more expensive and way smaller than regular lemons, which is how you know they're not spraying the shit out of them. And then it said a half a cup of water. So I made the first day I did it, I had, like I said, I had all these jars. So there was probably like, I don't know, an inch, maybe not even. I would say less than an inch of honey in one jar from all the 3 jars that I combined. So I chopped up like 5 cloves of garlic or 6, put them all in there. I chopped up like, I don't know how much ginger. We had, Mima buys ginger because she makes bone broth for the dogs, which is also phenomenal for humans. She won't drink it because she said it's gross. And it is gross. But it's super, super hyper healthy. Anyway, so I chopped up a bunch of ginger. I put that in the honey jar. And I put some cayenne pepper in the honey jar. So now I got about 1.5 inches in the honey jar. So I stir that all together. You let that sit in there too. It could just be in there. And the longer it's in there, the better. Like Chris sells garlic honey and ginger honey, which I didn't even think about. I could have just got a bottle of ginger honey. Brittany, I have a bunch mixed up here if you want to try it. It's absolutely... So what you're supposed to do is put all that in a cup with a 1/2 cup of hot water. Like, you don't have to boil it, but just... I ran my sink till it was as hot as it would be, and I put it in my glass till it was like this full. Whatever. And so I stirred it all. Now, I don't want to taste it. I don't want to taste it because it's gross, and I don't want to taste it because... Like, when I do the cayenne pepper, water, lemon drink in the morning, I mix it in the glass. I barely use any water. I don't hardly use any water, and I just, like, kind of... I try to just throw it all the way in the back of my throat so it doesn't even touch my teeth, because you don't want lemon juice in your teeth. It's not good for your enamel in your teeth. But anyway, so I made this drink, and it was like this full. And now there's chunks in there, right? Because there's fucking chunks of garlic, and there's chunks of... I mean, the ginger I cut in the tiniest... I cut it like long way. Ginger's just a root if you've never seen it. I peeled the outside. I just cut it the long way, and I sliced it in the tiniest little pieces and mixed that all together. Well, I put it in the glass, and I just like tried to chug it so I wouldn't taste it. And the chunks... No, I'm not dealing with that, Ben. I don't want to blend shit. So the chunks were just... It was rough. But I said to her, I said, man, I almost threw up. So I did that in the morning. I think I did it in the morning. Or maybe I did it at night. I can't remember. I did it. And then I rewatched. I found that video again. I rewatched the video. And instead of do it 3 times a day, which I was not even thinking about. So then I did it the second time. And then it was it last night? No, I think it was I think it was morning. I think it was morning because she was still in bed. No, it was night because I hadn't taken a shower yet. So it was at night. She was in bed, and I was out in the kitchen, and I did it. I put it in there, and it was like this full, and I like just tried to bail it, and it didn't go down. Like, it didn't just bail down, and then the chunks were floating around my mouth, and I was like, I thought I was gonna throw up, and I had the glass there, and I just like I coughed. When some of it went in the glass, some went in the sink. Some of it splashed up and got me in the eyes, which was not helpful. Cayenne pepper's fucking hot. So that was that. So now what I started doing now, I didn't think about this before. So I make so it's lemon, cayenne pepper, garlic. You're supposed to use 1 drop of eucalyptus oil, which we don't have. So I didn't do that. Obviously, we don't have it. And I forgot about that. I still never got it. I wanted to look today. But anyway, I put that. So now I have the honey. So now the jar of honey is just honey, garlic, ginger, chopped up, and cayenne pepper. That's what's in the honey jar right now. So now what I do is I get up in the morning, I squeeze my lemon. I squeeze in an entire organic lemon. It doesn't make a lot of juice because they're really small. It doesn't sound like you're better, though. No, Brittany, I'm telling you. Well, first of all, my overall health is way better than it has probably been in 10 years. For real. Like, seriously. I'm not, you know what I mean? If I quit drinking, it would be crazy. I couldn't even imagine. But anyway, no. Normally, I get a sore throat, and then I have a stuffy head the next day, and then I'm sick for 2 weeks. That's how it normally goes, especially at this time of year. Almost every year. Last year at this time of year, I had COVID. I could have COVID now. Mimo said, maybe you have COVID. And I said, I don't know if I have COVID. I said, and the only way and I said, you know, You know how you prevent getting COVID? You don't give yourself a COVID test. If you don't give yourself a COVID test, you'll never have COVID. That's for sure. But no, I actually feel really good. My throat actually got itchy right now down here. I don't know why. It's kind of strange. It happens sometimes. So I'm not concerned with that even a little bit. But anyway, so now I got the honey with the cayenne, garlic, ginger. So I got a plastic spoon up there. I just take the plastic spoon, I put a big heaping spoonful in my mouth, and then I make the drink with a squeezed lemon, warm water, and more cayenne pepper, and I just chase it with that. Because I figure, is it really that much difference if I put the honey in my mouth and eat it while I'm drinking the drink, or if I mix it all together in the same cup? It should be the same thing. It's all mixing together at the same spot, and it's 1,000 times more manageable for me. So that's what I do, and it seems to be working, helping a lot actually, for real. What would I stand? First of all, what would I stand to gain by that lie, other than to have somebody else do it and be like, "You're a fucking asshole." Like, I would do that. So that is a fair argument, because that would be funny. Like absinthe. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's really good. You should try it." It's terrible. It's the worst. I think it's the worst thing in here. I think absinthe is the worst thing in here. Brittany, you know that I would do something like that to be a prankster, but you also know that I do things to be funny, but you also know that I would not lie. Like I would not lie about something. And listen, it doesn't mean it's going to work for the next person. I don't know. I just feel like it's working for me. It sucks. It's not good. She said it's called the flu bomb. You could probably Google it. It might even come up. Just Google flu bomb and see what comes up. She called it a flu bomb. She said 3 times a day. I think, in hindsight, I wish the first day that I had a sore throat, I wish. So I worked in a garage. Listen, I'm not taking a shot at cat people. I'm not particularly a cat person. I have cat allergies. Now, I don't have any. I don't need like an EpiPen. Like I don't have that. The cats are. they're. It's like uncomfortable to me. I get like if I just like I've been at Brittany and Swiper's house. They have 2 cats. You wouldn't know they had cats if you didn't see them. It doesn't smell like cats at all in their apartment, and I don't know that I've ever really had an issue there. And I want like if I went to somebody's house that they had cats, there might I mean if I'm there for 2 or 3 hours, it might not be an issue. This house that I worked at, if I would had to guess, my thought would be that they had a funnel in the bottom of their litter box that caught all the cat urine, and then it just collected into a jar, and then when the jar was full, they just took it out into the garage and dumped it on the floor. I don't think they did that. I'm just trying to express to you what the garage smelled like. At one point, I was working like this. I literally pulled my sweatshirt up to my nose like that, and because I couldn't. I mean, my boss, they had a broken spring, so I had to measure spring, call my boss to bring springs out, and I went out and sat in my truck, and my eyes were watering. And he came there, and he's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna die in this fucking garage." It was a little better when I went back in there. I don't know why. I didn't go through the house though that time. I went all the way around the house and in the back door. But yeah, it was very, very bad. So that was, yeah. But I am allergic to cats to some degree. Not like deathly allergic or anything like that, but uncomfortable for sure. But oddly enough, if I go into a house and it doesn't smell like a cat, I don't have nearly the reaction. Whatever that's worth. And Brittany and Swiper's house never smells like a cat. Ever. Crabs maybe, but not a fucking cat. I finished the paper by accident. There it is, flu bomb. Laura said it's on the internet. It's got to be true. It's worth, Brittany, I'm telling you, it's terrible. It's not good at all. But I do think it helped me. And there's no way of me knowing. All I know is generally, especially at this time of year, this is what I go through. I get a sore throat one day. Because like I have dust allergies. So what always happens, I'll be on a job that's a old household garage, and the garage is just dusty. And so you show up there and you start to work, and then now the people think they have to clean their garage because they don't want you to have to work in their filth. So they start sweeping, and now dust is flying in the air, and I'm breathing it. You can't escape it. And so usually that's what, if something gives me a sore throat, usually sore throat, next day stuffy head, and then that's it. I'm sick for a week and a half to 2 weeks. Now, after I said that and did drink of the day today, maybe I'm sick again tomorrow. Look, I just know I felt 1,000 times better today than I normally would have 2 days into this. So I'm taking that as some kind of win. But yeah, anyway, the flu bomb. Her name is Barbara O'Neill. She's an older woman. She's like I don't know what that terminology is, but she's like one of these. She has like natural remedies for things. She's the person that said about doing the cayenne pepper to thin your blood. That's the person who I learned that from. A lot of the other shit from all different people, but she's the one that said that about the cayenne pepper naturally as a natural blood thinner. And the funny thing is, Mima took her mom to the doctor. So her mom's taking a aspirin or half an aspirin a day or whatever they tell old people to do to help prevent strokes, I guess. Well, the problem with that is aspirin causes bleeds. It causes stomach bleeds, eye bleeds, and brain bleeds. And sooner or later, if you get a stomach bleed, an eye bleed, or a brain bleed, there's a chance you're going to have serious negative medical issues. So she said if you take cayenne pepper naturally thins your blood. And also, if you would get a bleed, an internal bleed somewhere, cayenne pepper will clog the bleed. It will coagulate at the site of the bleed and stop the bleed. So not only does it do what aspirin does with zero side effects, but it also can correct the problems that aspirin could cause, possibly. So anyway, so Mima took her mom to the doctor and asked her, because I told her about that, so she asked her mom's doctor, well, what about this, about cayenne pepper? And the doctor said, oh, well, it's not FDA approved. Because a bottle of organic cayenne pepper costs $4 and it will last for 2 months, as opposed to her buying medicine from you every time she comes here to take. I realize aspirin's not expensive, very much, but it still costs more than cayenne pepper. So that's big pharma for you, which is just a bunch of bullshit. It's sad. It's just fucking sad that that's where we are in our country. That you can't trust anybody. I mean, you can't trust doctors. What the fuck? So I say, if you feel like shit, there's probably something you should change in your life. So that's where I was. I'm a construction worker, so I realize I'm going to be sore. I'm going to be banged up. I'm going to have aches and pains all the time. I'm going to be 52 in 5 days. And it ain't getting any better. But, so I decided to try something. And so that's when I started doing the cold plunging, intermittent fasting, and all that stuff. Since April, I lost 50 pounds. And I feel better. I mean, I still have my knee. I still have, I had a torn meniscus and an ACL replacement on my knee. So my knee's still sore all the time. And I don't know if that's ever going to go away. But if there's a chance of it going away, it's going to come from a long extended fast. So at some point here, in the relative near future, I'm going to do at least a 5-day fast. Because after 3 days of fasting, your body starts creating stem cells. And that's what your body needs really to heal. That's why people go to South America and Central America and Europe and other countries to get stem cell treatments. Yeah, when my brother got married, well, I shouldn't say that. I don't exactly know. I know at Christmas time, the highest number I ever seen on the scale in my life was 247. And now, last time I weighed, well, before I went on my fishing trip, I weighed 190, I think 196 or 197. So that's 50 pounds. And I weighed myself when I got home from my fishing trip, and I only gained a pound. And for 10 days on my fishing trip, I drank like Heath was here doing a drink of the day with me. And I ate whatever. We ate. I'm not a big dessert guy, right? So I'm not big into that. But I ate breakfast. I ate lunch. I ate, when I was salmon fishing, I was eating pizza. I was eating whatever. I ate everything and drank a lot. Fuck, I ate hamburgers and hot dogs when I went down to Chris. I don't know how late that live went when we were shit-faced, but I think I ate 2 hamburgers and a hot dog at whatever time it was, 10 o'clock at night. Not the best thing for you, but I feel my body go right back. Like, when I came home, I went right back to intermittent fast. I went right back to eating once a day. No problem whatsoever. None. Like, no issues going back and forth. Which is exactly what your body's supposed to do and how it's meant to be done. So, yeah. I don't know. Works for me. So, I'll keep doing it. As soon as I feel better, I'm going right back to 1 meal a day. Because I actually enjoy it. It's harder on the weekends. You're supposed to mix it up too. Like, you're not supposed to do the same thing every day. Because then you're not shocking yourself anymore. You're just doing the same thing every day. So, but I definitely am going to do a 5-day at some point. My plan is to do, like, I'll eat dinner Sunday night and then not again till Friday night. That's my plan. Because during the week, it's easy for me. When I'm at work, I don't even think about it. The only thing is I can't do the drink of the day for that week. Because that's calories. So I'll have to either make videos or just not do the drink of the day for a week. People say, well, just don't do it. Make the drink of the day, have other people drink it, whatever. But it doesn't count. I know it's my rule. I made it up. I could change it, but I got every drink every drink that's listed on the spreadsheet for drink of the day, I have tried. For good, bad, or indifferent. And it will continue to be the same. Even if I got to miss some days. But at the end of the day, if I die, it all goes away. So I might as well try to stay alive for at least a little bit. And, yeah. That's all I got. What time is it? All right. I'm out. And, I think I'm going to do like 3 veterans this month. Maybe, if it wasn't already the 10th, I'd maybe do 4, but we got a shit ton of veterans on the list, and I'm trying to, I don't know if I get caught up, but I guess caught up. And if you have any veterans or active duty service members you would like to nominate, reach out to me. I think we got 2 yet to go on that list. So, all right. That's all I got. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And if I feel as good tomorrow as I feel today, we'll be back. Peace.